Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're Genoa, of course, and we're going for a custom campaign. We're going for honest competition, as we've named it. Campaign suggested by bisaVCI in the comments, and it has a whole bunch of rules associated with it. And what they boil down to is don't do any overseas trade. Don't get into any of the overseas trade nodes. Well, including Valencia, which is not true, but like Sevilla, Bordeaux, North Sea, all that jazz, we're not gonna do. And we're gonna go in the end for Master of India, and all the while keeping Genoa the most powerful trader in the world. And I say keeping, but that includes making. I haven't done that yet, still. We did just finish a war against Ferrara and friends, and we did eat Ferrara, which is nice and all, but doesn't actually help in any way, shape or form towards making the Genoa node more powerful. We're now at war with Florence, which also doesn't do that, but it does give us more power in our node, which gives us more money, which hopefully gives us, well, more ability to do other things. What we are interested in doing is eating up Ragusa. Wait, could they just re-guarantee you again? That's unfortunate. So we were at war with Ragusa before, in that Ferraran war. We couldn't take it because our ally Venice took control of Ragusa. I ended the guarantee relationship with the Ottomans in the peace deal, at least I thought I did. But maybe that's not a thing you can actually do. It was like guarantee and military access. It said, and maybe just ended the military access because you can't end the guarantee because it's a one-sided thing. I'm gonna assume that that's what happened here. Now, the Ottomans are at war with Karaman, but that's not gonna stop them from, you know, defending these guys. I really want Ragusa. I hope we can find our way into that. And we will soon have the ability to take claims bordering claims. That's something we want to do, SRH ability, which could allow us to grab claims on like these guys, but they're allied to Venice and Austria. It would also allow us to make claims on like Hum, because we have claims on Ragusa. Let's fabricate on Herzegovina here. Which is weird because they're not coastal, but it should work. The main issue might be to get our troops actually there. But let's build that spy network just in case. And then do our own war. We do have a bunch of rebels coming up, unfortunately, in Greece, and we don't have anybody to respond to them. Unless we get lucky and they pop on these Venetians. But no, they're sitting in Negroponte. They're not gonna be running into my stuff. The Venetians didn't like me anymore after we took Ferrara in the last war. They were all like, yeah, now you have land that we want. I'm not going to pay for that fort. I'm not going to pay for the fort in Constantinople right now, I don't think. I have to keep an eye on rebels over there, but let's accumulate some money while we can. I am going to keep the fort in Ferrara up, because there's still devastation around, and I want that gone. Reduced. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna buy him a continent for 25 dip. That's a great trade. Still making decent money even though we're paying for a mercenary company. Which is why I'm considering buying some advisor. Pietro Bracelli here wouldn't be too bad. Give us that mill power, and manpower is actually something we lack quite a bit. Diplo rep is not insane for us at the moment. Yeah, let's buy... I think I'm gonna buy Pietro here. Seems fine. Generate those monarch points while we still can. What are we doing on rivals anyway? Doing fine. Milan, Tunis, and the Great Horde. I do really want to punch Tunis. We have a bunch of claims from our missions. But I don't want to deal with Tunis and Morocco with our current army situation. We're also going to have to decide on an idea group soon. So if you have any ideas going there, Please let me know in the comments sooner rather than later. Money or prestige? Let's take the cold hard cash. And this one, I've done the math a million times, but I can never remember. But 10 Republican tradition is 333 monarch points. If I want to buy it back through this. The math is a lot more complicated if you want to math out how much you actually get from using your tradition. Because that depends on what kind of stats your ruler already has. But still, 300 monarch points, and the difference here is only 180 monarch points. So, and we actually have corruption we kind of want to lose. So we're gonna have to drop those monarch points here in order to gain tradition and lose corruption. Siege of Bologna done. It's very nice because it allows us to move our siege person over here. It also should allow us to remove all but one of you. Move you to safety, quote-unquote safety over here. So that we don't take as much attrition. I'm having my mercenaries take the brunt of the attrition here because we have no manpower. It's kind of the thought. Now, if we have Orthodox Separatists happening anyway, but they're slow right now. Considering whether I should be converting more. It's tempting, right? But maybe it's a bit risky while I can't respond to rebels. Election. Oh, we died. That's an issue with re-electing. Your rulers might die before they run their full 4 years, and you wasted some of that good what's it called? Tradition. Now, where do we want to go here? Might have to be time for me to decide on an idea direction. Feeling like we might end up taking trade. As much as I want plutocratic, as much as I want humanist or religious. I think with the year 1500 coming close, we may have to take trade first. And as a nice side effect, taking the diplomat candidate will give a bonus to the traders, which is what we want anyway, starting 1500 for that extra 10% trade power. So yeah, let's check out this guy, but no, our relative is garbage, as they tend to be. So yeah, let's take the diplomat. A quick look, he got an extra mill pip, that's kind of nice. If we're going for that, I will focus on dip, I think. Yeah, let's focus on dip. Just go full on into that. Does it mean I also run a dip advisor? It probably does. Let's run Diplo Rep here. Yeah, we're spending a lot. Warren Canada. Yeah, Ottomans doing Ottoman things. Kind of need the Ottomans to get bogged down in like a QQ or a Let's do a Mamluk war, eh? Maybe bring in Tunis? Are you allied to Tunis? Maybe or not. What a shame. That would be nice. Of course. Quick check whether anybody wants to join, wants to buy my knowledge. They do not. Muscovy has the issue of not having the money. The Pope would buy it, but they already have it. But what I actually wanted to check out was the Trade League invites. No, there doesn't seem to be anybody eligible. War might be the problem, but it doesn't look like there's anybody eligible there. We're no babbling buffoon. And we have Greek separatists. Unfortunately, in Athens, they will be able to take Arta and spread their filthy lies there. If they go for Corinth, that's nice because it won't hurt Corinth, and then they will have to go to Morea. But if they go to Arta first, that's a bit of an issue. We'll see. I can't handle them right now. My troops are busy. But once we have dealt with our war against the Florentinians, We should, yeah, I know, except separatism, it sucks. Military access from Mr. O. I'm not sure that's something I want to grant, Mr. O. That in return probably means I shouldn't give it to Ghazi, because you're probably fighting Ghazi. Are you fighting Kanda and Crimea? What's Ghazi doing here? Ghazi is, oh, on your side in the war. Let's say no. I just don't want to make it easier for them to cross the Bosphorus here. No, I said. Go away. If we manage... And then it roos. If we manage to peace out the Florentinians for all we want without having to fight them, that would be huge. Because we can save a bunch of manpower. I would very much like that. Come on, get that siege done. Ramazan. Now Ramazan is probably also on your side in this war, isn't it? Let's check out Crimea. Yeah. I didn't give it to your friends. Why would I give it to you? Now Bologna. Bologna is interesting. What do we do to Bologna? We need a diplomat to do something here. Come home from Saluzzo. Sue for peace. I don't think I want to take Bologna. It makes people very peeved. Seeing those numbers means we probably won't be able to take a lot of Pharaoh land either. They're primarily co-belligerent, primarily belligerent, I guess, so there's going to be less aggressive expansion, but there still will be some. And I'm looking to take a lot more there, so we might have a bit of an issue. I could vassalize you. I don't think there's any point. I'll take your war reps. And maybe I can make you steer some trade. We're taking that trade power does nothing. Because they're on the wrong node. It means making them steer trade probably doesn't do much either. Frankly. So maybe there's something else we can do that's better. More useful. Could end your rivalries for some prestige. It's always an option. Could milk you for money. It's not a lot of money. Thought I'd duck it to 0.04. I'm going to take it. It doubles my current cash reserves. Seems nice to have. And then I just remove 2 of your rivals. So we get that extra prestige. Meeting for themselves, get them out there. Done. And then it Rus in Venice making claims. I don't like the idea of fighting Venice, but now with the Muscovy on our side, we should be in a better situation. Not that the Muscovite is doing super well right now. Novgorodian separatists still in that war against the Horde, and they lost all the occupations. The heck? Guess you're fighting the Uzbek. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Corn Ferrara, Ragusa went back into the Venetian Trade League. That's unfortunate. We didn't have a chance to get them in. I'm surprised that Venice did. But hey, let's get the core in Modena. Let's see what we can do about a Firenze peace deal. I mean, ideally I would take Pisa and Firenze. I don't need Arezzo. But that is not too much of an option, is it? That's a big coalition. If I just take my core in Pisa, then we get a manageable coalition. Bologna won't be able to join, Florence won't be able to join, and leave Siena, Mantua, and Naples at the end of the year. All of those guys will be gone. This will be fine. Taking Pisa will be fine. And that is where I have my claim, right? Yeah. Does mean leaving Firenze alive. Well, I guess it means that anyway. It means leaving this level 2 cent of trade alive. Which I'm not the biggest fan of. But I mean, I guess, since we're doing a small peace deal, for just 22 points here, we could make them give me all that trade power and give me war reps. And I don't think I need to have any of these things happen. Don't need to release Pisa. And I assume my quest is for Pisa, right? Since it gave me the claim on Pisa. Didn't I buy? Oh, I did not buy down war exhaustion. I thought I did, but I did not. Rumble, Feast and Ferrara, Rumble and Ragusa. Purely for commerce. Which one of these was the one where I have to... that's not what I'm looking for. Pulverized Pisa. It's owned by me. One of the following must be true. I need to own Genoa, Lucca, or Siena. No, Nizza, Lucca, or Siena. Which we do not. But I mean, that's a thing we can go for eventually. Alright. What about this thing here? We don't have Republic Tradition of 95, but that's something we could work towards if we wanted to. By not re-electing. One of the following: all neighboring countries that own a province in the Italy region must either be allied with me or have a smaller army than I do. And I think the 18 is the size of my army, right? Or is that the size of the biggest army in the... No, it's my army. So I have a neighbor... Oh yeah, it's probably Venice. Who has a big army, yeah, 25,000. So we're quite a bit away from that. If we hadn't taken Ferrara, then we wouldn't have been bordering Venice, and things might have been easier. What if we could have gotten that thing earlier, but not with us bordering the Venetians now? Do you count? You probably count Aragon, don't you? Missions. Once again, what does it say? Neighboring countries that own a province in the Italy region. I assume that Sicily there, is part of Italy. Is it Sicily? It's not Sicily. Sardinia. Oh, that's Sicily. Still, it's probably part of Italy, right? Regions, yeah. So therefore I would always have had to have an army bigger than Aragon's, and therefore the bordering of Venice doesn't matter too much. Okay, it's neither here nor there though. Doesn't matter at all for our decision here. We can just take Pisa and be okay for our missions. There's no way we take Firenze anyway, with aggressive expansion being what it is. And without taking Firenze, taking Arezzo is not even an option technically. So we're fine here. We take Pisa. We take your war reps and your trade power. And I guess we take all your ducats. Right, not hating it. Not hating it. I could make them annul a military act if I wanted a long truce. Now, the war reps thing, is that a... Yeah, it's a 10-year thing. Okay, so it does not actually attach to the length of the peace deal. Obviously, if we go to war before, then we'll lose it. But yeah, I don't need to extend the peace deal just to have more... to have a longer time of war reps. So that's fine. I'm gonna send this demand and be happy about it. Double check the coalition, it'll be fine. Done. Now we have Pisa. We can start coring Pisa. Yeah, it costs extra for war exhaustion, but it's probably just gonna have to live with. I think I'll buy this naval doctrine now that we have some money. Get our merchant navy. We'll need it. It will only get more expensive over time, so let's rather invest there right now. Let's get my troops to Pisa onto a boat so I can deal with these freaking Greek rebels who were smart enough, unfortunately, to go to Arta next rather than going for Corinth. Which is very unfortunate for me. It's not like there's anything I can do about it. Let's deselect you, merge you, cut you down to a 4K stack with a horse, sure. And then have you and you attached to that boat. And then moving out, you should have 9,000 people on you. You do. All right. Get straight. Oh, you're walking to Cephalonia, eh? Don't know why you would do it that way, but I mean, you are. So there you go. Now you have 2 maneuver. I don't think I want to risk landing in Cephalonia. Siena left our trade league. I mean, it makes sense that people are starting to leave our trade league because we're causing some of that aggressive expansion. Let's get Seleucia back in. Let's butter up the Sienans. If they would like me, they would probably join my league again. Well, if they're not in my league, though, I can eat them. I mean, feasting in Siena is not interesting. Because we need for our quest, right? So we could go and fabricate on them. The thing is, I don't want to spend too much time eating up Italy. Because again, it doesn't actually help with our problem. It's good insofar as it gives us power base. And we need power base, obviously. Greece gains a core in Cephalonia. How dare you? But I mean, this is something we have. I considered increasing the autonomy and potentially even buying down war exhaustion so we would not have the problem with these rebels. But I decided against it for cost reasons. I'm still not sure that's the correct choice. But it's what I did. Let's do Corinth. Sure. We need to get rid of these Orthodox people. We need that unity back up to something resembling a unified country. I didn't say resembling. I didn't say we're going to unify it. Just get to a point where it's somewhat acceptable. Now we have separatism issues in our home as well. It's pretty crazy how harsh rebellion is for us this time around. But I mean, I guess that's what you get for expanding into a bunch of territory that's not of your religion, not of your culture. Expanding just a lot in general. Yeah. I have no unrest in here. Oh, because we still had a recent uprising. That's kind of nice. So we're not actually increasing any unrest by doing the thing here. Let's do this. Okay, you're just not going to take the boat. Fine. I'm wondering where I want to put my power. So we're reducing these guys to 0 right now, which is very nice. So now Modenan, Ferraris, and then Crimeans. The Crimeans are being quite peeved again. Some of this is going to go away, war exhaustion, overextension, assuming we don't go to war immediately. I'm wondering if I just increase autonomy here again. At least get these down to some sort of manageable level of unrest. Because I'm not getting much out of these provinces anyway. I'm wondering if I should just pop that autonomy button so I don't have to bother. I think the answer is yes. It's only gonna help for a while. But that might be all we need to not have to bother. Alright, you are handled. The Orthodox ones are handled. The Ferraris and Modenan ones, I'm gonna at least send my mercenaries home to do some suppression there. There's a good chance I could move some of you home as well. How's my unrest looking here? We're at minus 1.8. Now, I used to know the formula for suppression per unit, but I forgot about it. things. If I were to take an H objective, would it actually be claims bordering claims? Won't be colonies, won't be adaptive terrain. Could be feudal de jure law, honestly, without problems. Could be justified wars. Transfer subject is tempting. How does my aggressive expansion look in places like over here? Oh, you are also very... Everybody's... Wow. Wow. Alright. Did I take HRE land? That's an HRE map mode there. I didn't, did I? Don't think I did. The reason I'm wondering is because all of these HRE people have minus 40 exactly aggressive expansion. Oh, you have minus 20. So that's not quite true. But still, usually it's modified by a range. And it is surprising to me, like, France doesn't care much. But all these HRE people are quite peeved. Which makes me think that there's some sort of HRE modifier going on. It might be religion, but no, France is Catholic. It's not religion. It must be HRE. Hungary has minus 40 as well. Hungary's not in the HRE, are they? No. I don't know. Seems weird. But we generated a ton of aggressive expansion. So expand even over there. So trying to grab Hum here or Herzegovina does not sound great. Which in turn means that we don't get tons out of taking claims bordering claims. And the whole reason I'm discussing it is because we have 29 spy network in Herzegovina right now, and I'm wondering whether I want to keep that up. I don't think I do. Not for now. Let's come back home. Let's consider... I don't think we can scornfully insult anybody. No. We're embargoing everybody, so I don't think there's a good way to get our power prediction up right now. Except for attacking a rival, which would be Milan too. So the Horde... The Horde who is currently still fighting the Muscovite. Should check into this option at least. AQ would defend you, but the Uzbek would not. Should keep an eye on this. Now, expansion in the Horde is not a prime focus right now. It will be eventually, because we need that. Oh, neat. Could go southwards. But if we were to take the route around Constantinople, well, not around Aleppo, I guess. It doesn't seem like a prime territory at all. It does feed in Crimea where we have power, but we can't really use that power at this point in time. So, no, I think. What else is there? I have some money. I should consider spending the money in a wise way. What kind of wise ways do we have? I don't think we have workshops yet, do we? Because a workshop would be... We do not. We don't have admin tech 6 at all. Workshops increase production efficiency, which... Oh, it's not goods produced. I believe production efficiency is only the money you get from production, right? I think production efficiency only influences the amount... Yeah, it's not goods produce efficiency, which is completely different. So production efficiency should not increase trade value, while goods produce would. Because the trade value of a node is, well, if you ignore the incoming and outgoing stuff, is the production of the area. And I believe production efficiency does not modify that. Which is interesting, right? Which means workshops are not what we're looking for. I mean, they're good, but they're not helping us right now. Boats, though. Boats are a thing you might be interested in. How's my boat limit looking? 2 more, so let's build 2 more boats. Those going, you guys landed, so you might as well be suppressing as hard as you can. Slowing these people down. My rebels should be dropping in a bunch of places. The Orthodox guys should be going away. And the Crimeans should not be rising, at least, not too much. And then I should consider how many of my troops in Achaia here I can move out. And still have full suppression going. Let's take like 4. Select them, attach them to the boat, move them out. Unfortunately, I don't think it immediately updates. But now there was a monthly ticket, should have updated. There's still a -5 from friendly troops. Which is surprisingly high. Get 2 more out. Monthly tick. Still -5. And I know my troops are taking a little bit of attrition on the boats now. Or at least they can. I don't know if they actually are, because they're so close. And then supply range. -5, and on the monthly tick. Still talking -5? That seems unlikely. But I mean, I'll take it. Let's ship these guys home. Paper controller is God. I mean, the Pope. And therefore, he only answers to God himself. Full suppression here. We lost the excommunication cost belly. Development costs in terms of heathens is a good bull for us. Tones of heathens helps with our unrest problems. Because we do have a bunch of heathens going around. Surprised that you're still giving full suppression bonus. But hey, surprised. I'm not saying I'm complaining. Not at all. And now I have enough of force here to beat up any separatists that might rise up. That's groovy. We lost a general. We lost the general. That's quite unfortunate. Or a good one. I don't like it. Now, we're letting aggressive expansion tick down. We're building ships. We're accumulating some money. We're accumulating a bunch of monarch points. We're looking to take trade ideas. I did say yes, we're going to do it. So let's just start doing it. Yes. I mean, might as well grab the money now, right? Silly. How silly of you. We should check our Diplo macro builder again. I can invite Sienna back to my trade league. I think I will. For now. I'll become even richer. And I do like being rich. And then I want to look at maybe selling some knowledge to my Muscovite friends. My Muscovite friends are still having issues with those hordes, and they're actually losing the war now. I mean, they're still ahead, but they have less war score than they had before, and a lot less. That's a losing war against that horde. It's not great. I assume you need to have none money to buy my stuff at this point in time. Where is it? Knowledge sharing. Yeah, monthly deficit. We did want to look at declaring war on the horde from time to time. Not that I'm super into it, frankly. Alright. I guess we're going to put another cut in here. Because it's that time of the day again. Thank you for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything at all to say, then you know where to go. It's the comment section. It's the one place for all things comments. So go there. I did say like and subscribe, right? I mean, I have to. It's kind of a YouTube thing. How can I call myself a YouTuber? I don't call myself a YouTuber. But if I were to call myself a YouTuber, then how could I do that without asking for likes and subscribes? Thank you folks for watching and see you next time.